Hi, I'm Madhuri Banerjee. I'm an author. My fifth novel, which is currently in the market, is called Scandalous Housewives. It's the first part in a 3 series. There'll be Scandalous Housewives Mumbai, which is released now. And I'm going to release Scandalous Housewives Delhi and Scandalous Housewives Kolkata next year. And I'm really looking forward to that. Scandalous Housewives has 4 women who live in a high-rise building in Bombay, and they live this artificial life, and they're really great friends, but they have this secrets that they don't tell anybody about. And one day an email comes out and these secrets are revealed, and it kind of breaks the entire fabric of their friendship, and it threatens to ruin their reputation as well. So it's a book which has a lot of betrayal, and sex and intrigue and scandal, but it also has a lot of psychology of ordinary housewives who live these lives full of pain, and they really have to undergo a lot of hardships before they actually become strong. So it's actually about strong women as well. So, I live in a high-rise building in Bombay, and every day I used to go for a walk, and I used to go visit my friends who lived in other high-rise buildings in Mumbai, and they all used to tell me these gossipy scandals and these gossipy stories about, this one is doing something with his brother-in-law, with her brother-in-law, and this one is, she's having a domestic violence issue, or this one, she's having these issues with her sister-in-law, and these issues with her in-laws, and then this financial issue, and then this woman really does some BDSM in her bedroom. And I love these stories, and I really thought that this is a book. It cannot just be gossip around when I'm walking, so I had to write it into a book, and that's why it's Scandalous Housewives Mumbai, which has these issues about BDSM and in-laws, and a woman who's not allowed to make non-veg in her house, and in-laws who do not like daughters but want a son, and how these women are sexually repressed, and then they come out and they find many secret ways to indulge themselves. No, I don't think gossip is essentially a woman thing. I think men gossip a lot. I think they sit around and they say, oh, he did this and he did that, and oh, she did this, and actually men feel very passive, but when they have their wives come home, they they constantly ask, oh, what did she say? Oh, you met her today, what was she talking about? And housewives love gossiping with their husbands about other housewives, and they wouldn't actually do it if the husband said, I don't really care. But they do, because men are gossip mongers. Actually, the story of Scandalous Housewives Mumbai is about 4 women who live in this high-rise building. So the men in these stories are actually a little submissive, and the husbands are, the boyfriends aren't. And there's one woman who completely loves her husband to death that she gets a sex swing. So, there are different ways of having a great marriage and having a great relationship, and that's what I've explored through these books, because it's a lot of psychology of the woman as well, and how she lives in this middle class India, and how she still has to find herself in it. And it's very different, because from my rest of my books, which has the younger coming of age women that I've had in my previous books, to Scandalous Housewives who are housewives, who are ordinary women, and they actually love their bodies, and they love their life, and then they take control of it, and they have a wonderful explanation. And when this email comes out and all their secrets are revealed, they have a very logical explanation to what they did and why they did it. And I think that everyone should be reading Scandalous Housewives just to identify with it, and let me know whether you liked it. Scandalous Housewives Mumbai is my 5th novel, and I've also been a screenplay writer for Hate Story 2, which is a thriller. My next novel that's releasing in January is called My Clingy Girlfriend, which is from a male perspective. So it's relationships from a male perspective. It's completely humor genre, and I'm kind of doing a different form of marketing for that as well. So, all the men who think I only write for women, just read Scandalous Housewives, and then you read My Clingy Girlfriend, and then you see the difference in both. I think men should read Scandalous Housewives Mumbai simply to know what your wives are up to, because you think you're leaving your wife at home and she's going to be very simple and watch television and get your clothes ready and have your dinner ready at night, and you don't know what she's up to. And believe me, she's up to a lot more than you think. So just to understand the middle class woman, the middle class housewife, and maybe your even wife, maybe your neighbor, I think all men should be reading Scandalous Housewives Mumbai. For My Clingy Girlfriend, I think the book is going to blow you away, and you can change my name if it doesn't. And that's all I'm going to say about it. Scandalous Housewives Delhi is going to be a completely different kind of a book. It will have 4 women, but it will have 4 different type of women and different issues, and it's going to be a completely different plot and narrative and storytelling way, because I just want to grow as an author as well. So it's not going to be anything like Scandalous Mumbai, but except for the different ideas of scandals that will be there. The psychology of women was very different. I've lived in Delhi, and I have a lot of friends in Delhi who are housewives. So they tell me a lot of these scandals that are happening in Delhi, and it's very different from Bombay. So, here I have 4 scandals of Scandalous Housewives Mumbai. I'll have 4 scandals of Scandalous Housewives Delhi, and then I'll have 4 for Calcutta. And if it's going to be made into a film, then the scandals will just continue, and we'll have a series, it will be film 1, film 2, and film 3, and let's rock it. I don't have too much experience with Kolkata. I'm a Bengali and I have family in Kolkata. So I'm actually planning to go visit Kolkata for some time and stay there and speak to a lot of housewives there, because I have cousins who really want to open up to me. And since I'm also a columnist with Maxim, and I have an article in DNA, I have a column with DNA. So a lot of people want to speak to me because I have a Twitter handle and I have a blog with over 4 lakh views on relationships. So I feel a lot of housewives just want to open up to me and tell me their scandals, and I will keep their names confidential, but I will write about the scandals, and I will give my readers all a peep into the middle class housewives of India.